Cyberbrainer is an online training platform designed to help individuals and teams learn the latest technologies and become certified professionals, producing a comprehensive learning experience.
3 operations today. I'm going to be doing 2 change job transactions, and 1 I'm going to be doing a termination action. So I'm going to be introducing change job business process and also termination business process. And today your activity for the weekend. It's going to be like all the way from hire change job to terminate. You're going to be trying it over today, so that we'll complete an entire employee cycle, and again you can go and do all kinds of R&DS, everything that you want to do. You can refer to a regular termination business process and everything as well. And then find out new steps. I will share some materials as well, which is going to have more number of actions. And you can try more number of actions from your side as well. So any other actions that you want to do on it, just go ahead, try to find out what it is and how it works. And, for all practical purposes, what I would do is I'm going to do a new job transaction. So I'm going to do a new job transaction. So we've seen hire transaction. So what exactly a change job does? So change job for all practical purposes is a very, very important transaction which happens throughout the life cycle of an employee. It could be anything: change of supervisor, change of department, change of locations, promotion, demotion, berries, pay rise, anything. It could be anything related to that is called change job transaction. So if I see over here, I just come out to the related actions of this particular employee. And then I come to change job. And then I come over here and say, start change job. Okay. I come over to change job. And here, if you see, I have chosen the worker already. And next thing, what I need to do is I need to choose what I want to do. Okay. I need to say, what do I want to do here? Alright. Now I'm going to say, transfer worker to a different manager. I can choose promotion. I can say combination of changes, which could be multiple, or move worker to a different location. So, for example, this person, Logan McNeil, has chosen to transfer to a different location. So I can say, move locate, move worker to a different location. And I'm going to say it. Okay, alright. So the problem is okay. So if you see over here, the worker has pending events that conflict with this particular job change. So all the listed events. This is quite a common thing, because what has happened over here is Logan McNeil already has a promotion event, which was possibly initiated 3 months ago. And that's still in progress. So I will just go ahead and cancel this particular event, so that it's not going to go conflict with ours. So to cancel this, I go to this particular event. Over here, we call this as an event, which is a promotion event for Logan McNeil. Related actions. Business process cancel. So that it's not going to intervene in our thing. So it's like all the details about this business process which was initiated are available over here. And you need to definitely enter a commence, which is a mandatory one for cancellation. Alright, so I'm just going to, because it was intervening. I'm just doing a cancellation right now, and that is completed. So if you see over here, you will get a pop-up saying this event is now cancelled. And I can, which means that I can go ahead and start another change job transaction, which is also available as a card for me. We call these as job cards and available only to specific users. So I can either go from here, either go from actions. I can go to change job. And then I can initiate it, or I can also pick one of those cards from the worker profile. Alright, so let me go to the old school way. It's easier for you to understand. So I went to job change from relevant actions, and then I choose start job change. And then I'm going to say I'm going to move this particular person, Logan McNeil, to a different location. And probably you guys can definitely try these as well. Just for a simple thing. I'm just trying only this, because all of these business processes, at the end of the day, are going to be hitting only the same background business process, which we will see next. Okay. Now here. If you see, this is initiated a start job change transaction. And these are the details which I need to fill over here. So I just click on that simple pencil icon, which is going to be to edit this. And then I'm going to say, this change is going to be effective immediately, which is the current date, which is the 21st of September. Then I'm going to say the change is going to be like change location. And currently Logan McNeil is reporting out of San Francisco. I am going to be making a change over here and say that this person poster change is going to be based out of New York. Alright. That's it. And then I'm going to say start this particular transaction. Alright. So once you hit start this particular transaction, all the details are going to be available. You can review these details. And once you review it, you can submit it. So if you see over here when this was going to be submitted, change location, and then this is going to be New York. And what is going to be the location? If there are any other changes in this, because for the location which I have chosen over here, the scheduled weekly S, which is expected for any employee working out of New York, is populated. And if I'm going to choose another location, probably based out of Europe, say, for example, if Logan McNeil is going to be moving from San Francisco to Europe, then the work covers over here need not necessarily be 40. But instead it could be 37.5 or 35, based on the location where Logan McNeil is following, based out of. So this particular scheduled weekly S is populated based on the location. So since it is New York, it is automatically populated 40 hours. Remember when you set up the location, you also had a scheduled weekly hours set up as a part of the location. That is precisely where this is actually populating from, and any workspace works heft, all these resort during location creation. All that I need to do now is submit. And again, we have a business process called as change job business process, just like what you saw in hire. If you see over here, I click on view details. You have submitted data change for Logan McNeil. And I go to the details and process this option. And I go to process tab. If you see over here first, this has been changed or this has been initiated by Carol Lee. And next, it goes across to a review by the receiving manager. Receiving manager and review by the current manager is shown as not required. Any reason why it shows as not required, or how would you bug this? Any thoughts on how I would go and debug why it is showing us not required over here? Anything that comes in your mind. And how would I go about with debugging? How do you traverse to the business process from this event? That is a standard one which I wrote for hire as well. It is the same. You go to the process any one of these rows related actions. That's it. View definition. Very, very simple. So what it will do is, for this particular transaction, what is the business process which has been triggered for this change? Job is going to be shown. So it is automatically going to take you to this particular change of C here. It shows the transactions associated with the following, BP definition, which is change of for Global Modern Services Company. And this particular transaction or this particular business process has so many relevant steps. And each of them is conditionalized. This is typically a real-world scenario. If you ask me, this is ideally how a change of transaction will look like. I was looking for a similar one for hire, but I couldn't get one. But this is ideally, or as close as it gets. So if you see first one, you have initiated the business process. I'm just moving between both these times. So first you had initiated. It was initiated by Carol Lee. And I want to ask one question. Why was Carol Lee able?
Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.